Hello everyone, my name is JiaXian and I'm a part-time librarian at the Bukit Jalil campus and currently studying Foundation in Science. So today I am going to review the book Immunology, 9th edition, written by edited by David Smil, Stocks Pebbles and Victoria Mill. And this book is published by Clinical Key and Elsevier. And in this book, there are 26 topics in total and it's ranged from the introduction to the immune system to the complement system, T cell receptors, B cells, antibodies, immunological tolerance, immunity, primary immunodeficiencies to hypersensitivity. So this book is quite in depth and covers a lot of topics. So there are a few things I like about this book, and one of them being the addition of videos. So in these books, you can see there are 16 videos that are available for the viewers to watch. So this can help the viewers to understand the topic better and help them visualize what is actually going on. So you can see there are videos about antibacterial defenses, antiviral defenses, and T cells and more. So not only that, let me open the complement system, topic 4. So as you can see, in every topic there is a summary of the chapter, and on the sidebar here you can actually easily access the subtopics in a chapter. So you see you have your summary and then the introduction to the complement and inflammation, and there's more in depth the subtopic of classical pathway, the C1 complement uh, com component C1 activation, C1 enzymes cleaves, C4 and C2 and more. So you can see I think it's quite helpful for the students to have the summary, and then it's quite in depth. It's written in point form in some cases, and there are pictures. So pictures for me is very important to really help me to understand. So you can see complement system can contribute to the bacterial lysis. There's opsonization, which helps with chemostasis. There's also a degranulation of the mast cells, and lastly, it also helps with the immune complex clearance. So it works together with the antibodies to help the, the, the body fight with infections. So complement system you can see is working in a lot of ways. So you can see the book is quite good and it's quite easy to understand. Even for me, I'm a foundation. We are not learning the complement system. It can be easily understood by reading this book. And this is to sorry, and this is due to because of the pictures, right? It's very easy to understand the workflow, how the complement system work. You can see like, oh, C3 can break into C3A and C3B, and then there are classical pathway, there's lectin pathway and alternative pathway. And for the classical pathway, it works for the adaptive antigen antibody complex, and for lectin pathway and alternative pathway, we can see it's working for microorganisms. And then there are also captions for the pictures explaining, and then the more in-depth explanation in the paragraph. And also there are also tables, so it's again helping the students to understand the topic better. So you can see classical pathway, the immunoglobulins involved, so IgG1, IgG2, IgM, and what viruses or microorganisms it works on. So in this case, HIV and others are mycoplasma species, and the other things, other notes that, that can be included. So there are more pictures. And one interesting point of this book is that at the end of the chapter, there are actually critical thinking questions. So you can see in this case, in this topic, there are critical thinking about the complement deficiency. So what happens if somebody have a complement system deficiency? So you can see the question are actually a USMLE style questions, and it's a clinical style, case study style questions. You can see a family have been identified in which 3 of the 7 children have been repeated upper respiratory tract infection since early childhood. So those questions are very important to prepare the students in USMLE style exam and also in real world situation. So it really helps the students to understand and to familiarize with the real world situation, and again to help them build critical thinking skills and to help them to solve real world problems in the future. So that is what I find very nice about the book. And of course, the answer will be given at the end of the book. There's a one topic um, for the answer. So personally, I am quite interested in immunology. So I plan to keep reading the book. I try to find my time, and I think immunology is very important in the field of health sciences, and I'm sure many students from all across the undergraduate programs offered at IIU can find this book beneficial. So, in terms of will I recommend this book to my colleagues, and I will actually recommend this book to my colleague because again, immunology is actually taught in the foundation in science program, but it's just the surface of the water. In this book, it's quite detailed, and I'm sure there are students who like to ask a lot of questions who are interested in immunology, and I think they really should try to read this book to understand immunology better. And again, you might say like, why waste time reading things that are not taught in foundation, right? And I think it's not waste it's not wasteful because you will use this knowledge again in undergraduate. You actually learn this again in undergraduate. So I think it's actually very good for the students to actually to read this book even in the foundation level. And of course for the undergraduate level, you can read this book, and it's very helpful, I would say, for your examinations as well. So I think that's all from me to talk about this book, Immunology, the Night Edition. And this book is available on Clinical Key and is sorry. So this book is available at Clinical Key, and all students can access this book, the whole book, online at the INU library portal. Thank you.